I believe I have the polygonal nub mystery solved. These are these nubs around here and the base of a polygonal geopolymer stone block. All right, here's a mock-up. What I've done, what I've assumed is that geopolymer is poured into Hessian sacks. Here is an array of already formed geopolymer stones with a big one at the bottom. Here's a gap in there, which I've assumed they would fill in with a big material Hessian type sack. And they would have used formwork to maybe make it bigger or higher or lower or whatever the case is. With pre-existing geopolymer blocks that are still curing, they probably would have pushed against it with some wood in order to brace it, to prevent it from sagging and falling over. So that's why sometimes in geopolymer you'll get these imprints. You also might have beams of wood being pressed and leaning against the stone blocks to prevent them from misforming or bulging out or falling over, and so that's why you get these inverse nubs, which are these rectangular imprints, probably from a block of wood being pushed in to hold it up. All right, so what they would have done is they would have filled a Hessian sack with a bunch of geopolymer cement, and that would have created what cement does is it creates a slurry at the top, and that flakes and is not good construction technique. And so to prevent that from happening, as this new freshly poured cement block in this Hessian bag was filled, as it started to cure, maybe half cured, it would have started the next block on top, and with a Hessian sack and formwork and the rest of it, that would have created downward pressure onto the block below that's still curing. So in some regards, that would have forced the slurry back down into the mix, but this Hessian sack would have started bulging out, and it would have potentially spilled out into the block below. To prevent all these issues, they would have used a trowel. You can see this below here. They would have used a trowel and pierced the bottom of the block in two locations towards the bottom. What that does is it forces all the liquid down and out through the bottom, so that the entire mix gets a little drier, and also the excess cement comes out the bottom. This allows the curing geopolymer block to fill all the gaps here and become a better fit, and while also increasing the mix and the strength. And that's why you get, as the cement oozes out, it will create a nub once that material weathers a bit and rounds off.